Morning, it's the 13th of January 2022. It's another cold one. Talking about cold, I want to talk about energy prices, green energy. I can remember when I was a young man, May Day rally, I think it were in Mansfield, middle of miners strike. Absolutely tens of thousands of people there. Arthur Scargill stood on the platform and he went about, well, I can remember almost word for word what he said, because I thought he was talking some right bollocks here. He said, they don't want to shut 6 pits, they want to shut 100 pits. He said they want to shut all coal-fired power stations, and they want to turn them into gas-fired power stations, because we had North Sea gas at that point. And he said, and I'm telling you now, in 25 years, when gas runs out, they'll be importing gas from abroad. And I went to it and I thought, Jesus, don't even sound possible, but it turned out, word for word, bang on. Now we've no pits, we're importing as gas, held to ransom by foreign countries and companies, paying whatever price they say, and we're all paying astronomical prices for us gas. And that in turn is to astronomical prices for electric. Because as daft it sounds now, we've gone into trying to go green, and there's no wrong with going green, I agree with that. But part of that going green, they're actually importing biomass from Canada, fetching it out of the Atlantic in a big boat, chuck it on a train, take it to Zack's power station, biomass, wood pellets. So they're chopping trees down in Canada to fetch them to England, to burn them. Now if you're burning wood, you're burning coal, I'm sure of. Anyway, winding forward to renewables, we're all paying 10% levy on us energy bills, a green levy, to develop these wind farms. Go off East Coast, loads of wind turbines out. There's wind farms popping up all over. Just one of them turbines, God knows what it costs, but we're paying for it. Nobody will build one of them out of their own pocket. They can't afford to. They might build, nearly swore, they might build 70, 80 or 170 or 80 in North Sea. They can't afford to do it. We paid for them. Same with solar panels. 18 miles that way to the east, towards Gainsborough, they're putting for permission to build a solar island, 600 acres of solar panels, so we can get some electric. And I agree with that and all. What I don't agree with that, for them to build them solar islands, they have to contact the landowner, and they pay him just less than £1,000 an acre per year to have them panels on his land. So that's 600 times 1,000, £750,000 a year. Where's he going to get that money from? Us. As for wind farms, I agree with them. I agree with everything if we're going to get some cheap electric, but we're not, because I listened to a money programme the other day and on about price of energy, and they've got a bloke come from a green energy company, I don't know if it's Ovio or Octopus Energy, something like that, Bulb, one of them, and she said, you're on about price of energy, and she said to him, the good thing about your with green energy, it'll not be going up because wind's still the same price as ever were, and sun's the same price as ever were, nothing. He said, oh, it don't work like that. It don't work like that. We're linked to a fossil fuel industry, and we have to put his price up according. I thought, is it all one big con? Are we being conned? Because I, for one, think we are. I think the energy companies are having us pants down. And I'll tell you something, the only free energy, the only free heat you're ever going to get in your life is coming up over that hill now in about 15 minutes. After that, everything's a rip-off. Anyway, have a good day. No swearing in this one. Woo-hoo!